What's going on, guys? Kivox here, and welcome to another new Wandsday. And if this is your first time here, we go over some wands, either that I made or that you guys made or that a combination of we made. And if you guys want to submit your wands to New Wandsday / or the overflow video that I occasionally do, there'll be an email on the screen right now. It's newwandsday@gmail.com. So if you want to submit your stuff to there, so all you guys have to do is send over the pictures of your wand or whatever else you guys created. If you guys made a staff or something cool like that, feel free to send it over there too, and I will be going over them at some point, most likely. One of you guys submitted a wand and I was just like, oh man, I really like that design. Do you mind if I take a wing at it? A swing, a wing, take a what's the saying? Do you mind if I take a swing at it? I think that's it, right? Now I feel like I don't know how to speak English. This week I'm going to be doing something a little bit differently. Instead of going over your wands in this video, I'm going to be going over them in the overflow video. And I'm going to be talking about one of your guys' wands, though, in this one, because it inspired me, like I said, to create one of my wands for today. So I made two wands this week. So here's one of the wands. It's made out of a purple heart and maple, which I really like this maple. I've been using it a lot on some wands lately. The idea for this wand was actually started off differently. I was going to make an entrapped ring on this, but then I changed my mind, basically. About halfway through it, I was like, the ring looks too fancy and the wand isn't fancy enough. The wand is too organic. So I decided against it. I changed the design halfway through. I kept the general shape, but this wand definitely reminds me of like a fish or a shark or something, like swimming. It's definitely on the weirder side. It has these little dimples, I guess you can say. The maple actually has some purple in it, as you can tell, and I feel like it kind of brings the wand together. It kind of makes the white and the purple a little bit more coherent with each other. So that was the idea behind that. That's why I added in that little bit of purple to it, just because I didn't want it to be too separated too much, because there's already a big divide right here. So it kind of made me just feel like it kind of went together a little bit more. You can see this whole bottom part here is completely purple. Again, it just kind of makes it go together better. It just makes it fit together in a better way, I feel. It's very, very skinny this way, and then this way we got a little bit more build up there. We got a little bit more girth, I guess you can say. It's a fairly long wand, coming in at about 13¼ inches long, and I'm pretty happy with this wand. Every Wandsday, I got new wands coming out on the shop, so I'm showing you guys off this right now. It should already be up on the shop, so if you guys want to pick that up, and whatever other wands are there, obviously were most likely from previous Wandsdays. So that's this wand. Now the next wand that I want to show you guys was actually submitted by Jiraiya. He drew up or designed it on a computer and then made a wand, and I was like, dang girl, that looks good. I asked him, I was like, hey, can I make this wand? Can I, like I said, can I take a wing at this? God, I keep saying wing. Can I take a swing at this, please? And he was like, yeah, go for it. I'd love to see what you come up with. So I was like, okay. I try to stay as true to his design as possible. So if you look at his design, black shaft, So if you look at his design, we have the black tip on it, and the handle was golden. I was going to make the handle golden, but I didn't want the whole wand to be painted. So what I did is I changed it up. But before we go any further, I'll show you his interpretation of his design that he came up with. So as you can see, he changed up the colors too. He was like, nah, you know what? I want to change this up. Also, he had a disadvantage on making this because he went all hand knife made, all by hand. Probably took like a good 40 hours to cut that out, because wands take forever if you go by full hand. All the way knife work takes forever. Obviously, I did not do that. I used a lathe for a small portion of it. I used a lot of Dremeling rotary tools That's how I got most of the shape that I wanted. Some drills, some more sanding, some acrylic paint, some embossing powder, some more acrylic paint. So there was a lot of different techniques for this one. It definitely was one of the more complicated one. Also, going with somebody else's design, in my opinion, is always harder, because when I design something, in the back of my head, I'm always like trying to figure out how it's going to be put together. I draw something, I'm like, yes, I get how that's supposed to be. Now, when it's somebody else's design, I don't have that in my head automatically. I have to try to figure out what they were thinking and what they imagine, especially when it's a two-dimensional drawing of something. Makes it a lot harder to three-dimensionalize it, especially when you didn't create it and you didn't have that in your head from the very beginning. I tried to stay as true to it as possible with adding a couple of my touches here and there. This is the Ender's version of his wand. Basically, what I like about this is that this part right here kind of reminds me of a shell, of a like a seashell of some kind. I definitely like the color. This guy was actually made with sycamore. This is actually sycamore. This right here is painted. It's all one piece. It's just carved out to make it look like it's multiple pieces. I also added a little bit of gold in here, because if we flip this over and we look in here, there's actually gold embossing powder in here, which makes it kind of look like it's really hard to tell on this, but it kind of makes it look like it's like bubbling a little bit. And that was the goal behind that, was to kind of make it look like it's kind of like boiled, or like, I don't know how to describe it, but I wanted it to make it look more like it was gold, like poured in there and coated or something like that. And then there's also a little bit of gold that goes all the way around this seam right here of the twist. And then there's two little gold nails, obviously not real gold, gold-plated nails right here. His design was supposed to be like a gem that he put on there, but I decided to change that because, one, I didn't have a gem, and I'm not a big fan of gems. So I figured, we got a gold theme, let's go with a little gold nail in there, and it'll kind of make it look like it's holding the twist together. And that was kind of the idea for this, right? So that's why I was going to just do the one, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to put a second one down here to make it look like it's holding on to the black piece. So like if you took this nail out, you can then remove that part of the wand. Or that's maybe how it was assembled from the beginning. Also, this is decently hollow, like it goes in pretty far. I'd say the cone in there probably goes up to about here, which is always scary. Whenever you guys try to carve something like that, just be careful. Don't get too close to the walls. If you pop through, you're going to have to change your design completely at that point. This is probably one of my favorite wands I ever made. I feel like I say that like every week, but that's a good thing, right? I think it being one of my favorite wands because I made it, and it should be one of my favorites. This guy is 11 7/8, and I believe roughly, right? I have to do the final measurements before the wands go up. And then this guy is, what was it, 13 1/4. And they are very, very unique. You know what I kind of realized? That they both kind of have sea themes today. This one's like a shell, and this one's like a shark or like a swordfish or something like that. It definitely looks like a swordfish when I look at it right now. Totally looks like a swordfish. So if you like swords or fish, this is the wand for you, guy. And if you like sea creatures of the shell variety, this is the wand for you. Remember, guys, if you want to purchase either of these, they will be up on the shop. And I hope you guys like this video. Go check out that other overflow video when it comes out. Be subscribed to the channel. Hit that little notification button, the little bell, you know, the little bell. And join the notification squad. Let me know if you guys are a part of the notification squad. Leave a comment down below with whatever saying notification squad. Well, what? So, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed both of these wands. Thank you, Jiraiya, for letting me use your design that you came up with and letting me modify it a little bit to make my own. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys stay tuned. I'll see you guys in probably that next video that's going to be coming out probably in the next time that the video comes out. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye, bye, bye.